from the station working for you. This is WRTV News at 6, streaming now.
More violence overnight along the downtown canal in Indianapolis, a growing problem in that area. Working for you, we're finding out what's being done to keep you safe.
I built this building, so it's kind of heartbreaking, really.
People are losing their homes and businesses to eminent domain as the I-69 extension project moves into Johnson County. We're finding out what's next for people having to dramatically change their lives.
A resolution for customers after a downtown salon and spa shuts down. I'm Kara Kenny with what you can do if this happens to you.
A severe storm between Frankfort and Rossville, about ready to cross 421. Hail and damaging wind, the main threats. We'll talk about the evening ahead coming up.
And good evening to you here at 6 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starantino.
Police are investigating another shooting at a popular area in Indianapolis, the Canal Walk.
This shooting happened near the Colts Play area around midnight. The incident, one of several that have sparked concern for safety and security on the canal. Our Alyssa Donovan found out when and where you will soon see more safety measures in place.
The city is working to install security cameras along the canal, specifically a set here under the Indiana Avenue Bridge near Michigan Street, as well as another set near the Colts Play area on the other side. That's where Rod McCarty starts his walk every day.
Oh gosh, just about once around the lap.
McCarty hits the path around 11 a.m. when there are minimal crowds and still plenty of daylight. He says he feels safe, but admits he would not be caught in the area after dark.
No reason to.
And that's exactly when there have been issues on the canal. Early this morning, a man was shot in the leg near the Colts Play area. And earlier this summer, a woman was shot and killed. Less than a week before that, a teenage boy was shot and killed. The city is acting. IMPD has placed a temporary camera on the canal, and there are some cameras in place near the Colts Play area.
The cameras that were installed on the playground were meant to be temporary.
But a permanent surveillance solution is in the works. The project currently held up by technology.
The canal does not have Wi-Fi, and so we need to have Wi-Fi connectivity to be able to kind of stream some of those camera services to IMPD. So we're currently kind of laying the groundwork for that and working internally on the technicalities of that.
And until those cameras are up and running, there will be more police presence during the day and overnight. The city and IMPD have promised 2 officers on the canal between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. every night through the end of September. The extra efforts have been noticed by those who frequent the canal, just like McCarty.
Yesterday I saw a motorcycle cop come through here. It's good to see more of that.
City staff say they expect the security cameras to be up and running by the spring. I'm Alyssa Donovan, WRTV.
The city says since overnight police presence has been added along the canal, they have seen a decrease in overall vandalism. They say it's a small change, but a step in the right direction. Kevin.
And Amanda, a little September sizzle. We hit 90 degrees as well as some September storms. I'll show you the storms here as we go to the radar. The thunderstorms that have developed have been strongest around the Lafayette area. They continue now into Clinton County. And I say storms, and I literally mean plural, just 2. One between Rossville and Frankfort, that has been the severe storm, producing up to 1-inch diameter hail. The other north of Waynetown, west of Linden, in southwest Tippecanoe County. We'll zoom in. There's the storm. This has been kind of a steady state storm. In other words, it hasn't just built up and then collapsed. It's held together and moved from west to east from Illinois into the Hoosier State. Between Rossville and Frankfort, crossing 421, you could see up to quarter-size to even golf ball size hail with this. The threat for severe storms is isolated this evening, and you'll see additional storms by about 9 o'clock, mainly focusing to the north-northwest of a Lafayette to Peru line. We'll talk more about the changes ahead, and you'll definitely feel a change, but when? That's coming up.
We'll see you soon, Kevin. Thank you. Road work on the I-69 Finish Line project is moving forward. Crews are currently working in Morgan County and will soon move north to start work in Johnson County. The project includes more than 26 miles of new interstate highway. It's designed to create a faster and more efficient route between Indianapolis and the southwest part of the state. But some people are losing their homes and businesses due to eminent domain. WRTV's Megan Sanctorum spoke with some of those business owners to see what's next for them.
It is the final few weeks of business for the Plaster Shack here in Greenwood. Their building is set to be demolished as part of the I-69 Finish Line project. Located right off State Road 37 is a unique family-owned business.
We sell plastercraft items, paint to like a ceramic that you don't have to fire it. Plus we sell concrete statues, fountains, bird baths, and that such.
They've been around for more than 40 years, and owner Don Weaver says he built this shop himself from the ground up.
So it's just something we've done all of our lives practically.
But now they have to move everything out as the state uses eminent domain to take part of his property for the I-69 project.
It will take us out. They're taking the building down in my parking lot and temporarily taking my parking lot. But
the same thing is happening to another business just down the road, the Knuckle Sandwich in Martinsville.
And then we got the letter that they were taking it by eminent domain on May 8th of 2020.
What was that like?
Depressing.
So now they're moving out.
Everything that we have, my wife and I, has been put into this place. You know, we've gotten some of it back, but we won't get the rest of it back until we get our money from the state.
He says they're still waiting on that, and they hope to eventually use it to open up another diner. In the meantime, he now has 10 longtime employees without a job.
I mean, from Martinsville to Indianapolis, you're getting there 11 minutes faster. It's not that big a deal for what it's the businesses and the houses and homes it's taken out.
my daughter, I worry about her because she's the one that's going to be out of work. So, and this is the only thing she's ever done. So
Weaver says the future of his business is also in limbo.
You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do yet right now.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, WRTV.
A spokesperson for INDOT says that they are following all federal acquisition requirements, which are based on fair market value. Some people also receive relocation benefits. We have much more information on the project on our website at WRTV.com.
New numbers out today show COVID-19 is still impacting Indiana. The State Department of Health confirms 394 additional cases of the coronavirus. That's down from yesterday's numbers, but keep in mind, there could be a lag in reporting from the holiday weekend. So far, 100,780 people in Indiana have been diagnosed with COVID-19. The Department of Health also reports 12 additional deaths. That's actually an increase from yesterday. Since the pandemic began, 3,156 Hoosiers have died with the coronavirus. 1,150,863 people in Indiana have been tested for COVID-19. 8.8% of that group has tested positive for the virus. Numbers from the state also show that 43% of Indiana's ICU beds are available. COVID-19 patients are using about 11% of the ICU beds. Non-COVID-19 patients are using 46% of the beds. 82% of the state's ventilators are available as well.
Customers of a long-time downtown spa are finally getting some answers after the business abruptly shut down. Studio 2000 on Monument Circle closed for good, citing the impact of COVID-19 closures and the downtown riots and looting. Many customers have had unused gift cards and couldn't get a hold of Studio 2000 to figure out what to do. And that's when WRTV Investigates Kara Kenny got involved. Kara found out how customers are getting some resolution and what you can do if the same thing happens to you.
Studio 2000 Salon and Day Spa shut its doors on August 7th. Some of their customers reached out to us asking what they should do about their unused gift cards. Since our story aired last month, we're now hearing that those customers are getting a resolution.
I like getting facials, so I have to keep this face together.
Lena Wesco has a $200 gift card from Studio 2000, a downtown spa that had been on the circle for 30 years before it closed. After WRTV Investigates started asking questions and aired a story, Lena got a resolution.
Studio 2000 did honor the gift certificate.
She got this email on September 2nd from Studio 2000 with a list of local spas that will honor her gift certificate.
Thank you for your help in bringing this attention to, awareness to their closure.
The Attorney General's office says if a business closes suddenly, you can see if competitors will honor the gift card. If the company is filing for bankruptcy, file a claim with the bankruptcy court. You could get your money back that way. Also, keep your gift cards just in case the business reemerges after the pandemic. And Lena has this advice.
You want to be careful when you buy these gift cards because of the pandemic and what's going on in the world. These places may not be around, so you might want to try to use your gift cards as soon as possible.
An attorney for Studio 2000 says their top priority was finding jobs for the more than 20 people that worked there. Some of them now work here at the Columbia Club, also on Monument Circle, and will be honoring gift certificates from Studio 2000. Working for you, Kara Kenny, WRTV.
An attorney from Studio 2000 says the spa is in the process of liquidating its remaining assets, which includes furniture, products, and fixtures. They anticipate providing a distribution to creditors. Today, the city of Indianapolis announced it will direct millions of dollars of help to hundreds of people who are experiencing homelessness find a place to call home. Mayor Joe Hogshead says $7.1 million in federal CARES Act funding will be used for rapid rehousing. The Coalition for Homelessness Intervention and Prevention, or CHIP, says it will find landlords, apartments, and units to help get a portion of Indianapolis's homeless population into permanent housing. That federal CARES Act money will help pay for rent, connecting people to services for employment and long-term stability. CHIP says the goal is to get 500 families and individuals experiencing homelessness into permanent housing. An investigation is underway after fire damages multiple units of a Fisher's apartment complex. The fire happened this afternoon at Sunblessed Apartments right off of Lantern Road between Technology Drive and Sunblessed Boulevard. The Fisher's Fire Department says 8 units were damaged from either the fire or water. Investigators say no one was hurt and they rescued 2 pets. The Red Cross, Delaware Township Trustee's Office, and the Sunblessed Apartment staff are working to help those who are displaced. No word yet on how this started. The stretch of road in Indianapolis showcasing the Black Lives Matter street mural is reopening to traffic tonight. Next, Troy Washington shows us why this movement will not stop even as the road reopens.
The wait is almost over. The Colts will hit the road for week 1 of the regular season. I'm Brad Brown. Coming up in sports, we'll show you how things are shaping up as they take on a division opponent in the season opener.
And there it is, the strongest storm in the RTV6 viewing area between Rossville and Frankfort, just east of 421. Expect some hail and 60-mile-per-hour gusts. We'll talk about what's ahead for the evening and the changes by the end of the week coming up.
Welcome back. Indiana Avenue downtown is reopening to traffic tonight.
A portion of the road had been shut down since early August to give a powerful work of art the proper display. WRTV's Troy Washington shows us how the movement continues even though the traffic is coming back.
This mural is the work of artists determined to inspire hope through the Black Lives Matter movement. And even though vandals tried to ruin it, it's clear the positivity can't be stopped.
The avenue, I would say if you're a native from here, at least 90% of the people, they have some kind of generational tie to the avenue. It's there. You look at it, you don't see the blackness, but it's still in people's hearts.
Indianapolis natives say Indiana Avenue was the perfect place for the powerful piece of work.
That is the root of Black Indianapolis.
You can't tell now, but at one time, according to Paula Brooks, Indiana Avenue used to have it all for minorities.
So you could get everything and anything you needed on the avenue. You could buy clothes, food, music, movies, entertainment. People lived on the avenue. I mean, anything that you needed, grocery store.
That's until changes started to improve the area in the form of moving IUP-UI in.
Anything that you needed in your community was right there on the avenue, and the city just wiped it out.
Brooks says seeing the area blocked off and the foot traffic the mural brought to Indiana Avenue restored hope for her.
I was really happy that that mural was placed there.
The cars are back, but the mural will live on forever imprinted on these T-shirts designed to keep the movement alive. Working for you downtown, Troy Washington, WRTV.
Again, Indiana Avenue will reopen to traffic tonight. Proceeds from T-shirt sales will go to the artists behind the mural. We have more details when you read this story on WRTV.com. Kevin.
Well, I hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. We certainly had storms yesterday. We have a couple today. I'll define a couple here in a second. Let's look back at the last 48 hours. Indianapolis, not much rain. If you go to the north, Tipton County, northeast of Tipton, Windfall had over 5 inches of rain over the last 48 hours. There were some heavy rainfall areas in Howard and Tipton County. Okay, there are 2 thunderstorms. One sits southwest of Lafayette near Wingate and Waynetown. The other, which has been the stronger of the 2, has now moved east of 421, just southeast of Rossville, north of Frankfort. That will continue its march to the east, but as of now, it has lost some of its strength, so no longer producing 1-inch diameter hail or 60-mile-per-hour winds. The headline, mainly north this evening, these isolated thunderstorms. Can't rule out isolated severe storms with damaging wind and large hail. You see again along the Wabash River from Lafayette southwest toward Covington, Petersburg. Forecast models show a couple more storms blossoming, moving to the north and east and then fading away. Whenever we have storms in the forecast, Storm Shield app is free. It is a great tool because it's a weather radio for your phone. You'll be notified of warnings to your area. Temperatures tomorrow right at 90. Then we cool off noticeably Thursday, Friday. The humidity will drop and you'll really feel that change by Friday. There's the humidity line. You just follow the little valley there, which arrives for Friday into Saturday. Temperatures tomorrow, cooler to the north, about the same Indianapolis to the south. As far as any showers or thunder showers, I let this roll out through tomorrow into Thursday, and notice what we don't have much in the way of any thunderstorms. This evening, we'll have the isolated thunderstorms mainly to the north and northwest. 7-day forecast includes the noticeable change in temperature starting Thursday. Temperature 78 Friday. We're basically dry. Our next best chance for any widespread thunderstorms will come over the weekend, probably Saturday night. Then next week, 50s for some lows and temperatures in the 70s for highs. We'll keep our eye on the isolated storms north.
Thanks, Kevin. The sports world has been turned upside down over the past several months, but the NFL season looks like it will be starting on time.
So for the Colts, that means a Week 1 trip to Jacksonville. Brett Brown has a look at how the Horseshoes are shaping up in these final days before the kickoff.
They've practiced outside, they've practiced inside, and they've practiced on the home field. For the past month, all the Colts have done is practice. Now they are more than ready to finally play this first game.
When we practice so hard that we feel like we're getting good game reps in practice. That's how we think we get better. So, you know, hopefully that's helped them in their development, and I know that has helped them in their development, so it's not brand new for them.
The Colts are considered by many to be the favorites in the AFC South Division, largely due to the addition of Phillip Rivers at quarterback. But the veteran signal caller has plenty at his disposal. T.Y. Hilton leads a deep receiving core. Marlon Mack and rookie Jonathan Taylor in the backfield.
When it comes to developing a rapport with the guys that have that feel element, and I don't know that if that's because myself, that's more my style, a little bit of a feel element. Everything may not have to be right by the book. It's just like, gosh, do you feel that in there? I feel it. Do you feel it?
Defensively, it was the addition of DeForest Buckner that got the most attention. Adding him to the likes of Darius Leonard and Justin Houston, Indy's defense is also being talked about in a big way.
I feel like we're very confident as a group. You know, we put the work in, and confidence for us comes from demonstrated ability. We demonstrate the ability to go out and, you know, practice hard, practice well against our team, against our receivers and our quarterback.
And for the first time in 15 years, there's a new kicker. Rodrigo Blankenship takes over for sure thing Hall of Famer Adam Vinatieri.
I really had no indication whether, what decision was going to be made one way or another. And I just had to, pray and just count my blessings for this opportunity. And regardless of which way it went, I was just incredibly grateful and appreciative to have had the chance.
I think we'll go down there focused. I also know it's important because every year, just talking to Mr. Irsay, he stresses to me the importance of the opener. So, we're going to we'll give him our best effort, and we'll give Jacksonville our best effort. We'll be focused and get ready. We want to start the year off right.
Week 1 has been a struggle for the Colts over the past decade. Just one win in their last 10 season openers. This one is doubly important as it is a division game and they are on the road. The Colts named their 2020 team captains on Tuesday. Rivers, Hilton, Leonard, Houston, and Zaire Franklin all earning a C patch. The Jaguars will have fans in the stands for Week 1, 25% capacity, a little less than 17,000, maxed out at TIAA Bank Field. The Colts are also a touchdown favorite on the road. We'll see how it all plays out this Sunday. Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.
WRTV is raising money to make sure kids in low-income households have books to read. It's through our If You Give a Child a Book campaign. Please join us in our mission. You can donate now through this Friday, September 11th. To give, just go to WRTV.com/giveabook. Kevin.
And there are no severe storms at this hour. Between Lafayette and Crawfordsville, some rain will slide across 231. North of Frankfort, that storm has weakened for the time being. We'll talk more about it when we get together in the next half hour or so. Amanda?
Thank you for making WRTV your choice for news. Join us again for the news at 7. We'll see you then.